You ever notice that your college professors, your doctors, the businessmen you met, and your state governors are all white people, and your mailman, the street cleaner, and the homeless man on the street tend to be black and colored people? Why? There is a replication study by Mei-Chi Zhao from Illinois Institute of Technology based on gender, race, ethnicity in workplace by Dr. Kasten, a professor of human resource management and internship coordinator in the School of Business at the University of Wisconsin Pettyfield Study published books. Dr. Kasten's study focuses on comparing whites and Latinos. In my work, the target object of the study is black population. Let's start from Dr. Carson's work. Here are the data from the book. As we can see from table 10.1, she compared the employment status of United States Latinos and white non-Latinos aged 16 through 65. She collected Latinos employment data of not in labor force as well as in labor force, both unemployment and employed from Mexican, Puerto Rican, Cuba, Central and South American and other Latinos, and then the other listed data of white non-Latinos to compare with previous data. In the result, the total number and the percentage are nearly the same with the data of white non-Latinos. Also collected data on different occupational groups. In the book table 10.2, the occupation employing United States Latino and white non-Latino aged 16 through 65, the author listed data in managerial and professional, technical sales, administrative support, service occupations, precision production, craft operators, laborers, transport, farming, forestry, fishing. From the data, we can see the jobs in the professional and academic area have white people in higher percentages, where Latinos are in the lower percentages, and the blue-collar jobs such as operators, laborers, and transporters, Latinos have higher percentages. The author also included the educational situation when comparing the difference of the job market between Latinos and white. Table 10.3 shows that based on the data from Table 10.2, Latinos tend to have less higher education than white people, thus influence on the employment in the further situations. Average hourly wages and gender wages gap of United States full-time Latino employees aged 16 through 65 by sex and immigration status. Table 10A shows that in hourly wage, A. Male employees make more than female employees. B. Latino born in the United States make more money than Latinos from outside the U.S. C. Latinos before 1998 makes more money than Latinos after 1998. To the time when Obama was on his campaign, his race became an issue to discuss. People then start thinking, what if Obama is white? Would it be different? However, the study indicates that black teenagers are more likely to drop out of school than the white kids, and the ratio is remarkably high. When compared with the age of fatality, black women are more tend to have children before they are 20 years old, which means they would have less time work as a professional but have to take care of their children and family. Scholar Jolene and Catherine had mentioned in their article, "We love to hire them, but" indicate that in general, black people tend to be less responsible for their work, and they have rude attitudes and more complicated backgrounds. The data was also collected from murderers and criminals. It turns out during the year 1950 to 1987, the ratio of white and black people being murderers are 1 to 11, and the number increased progressively every decade. Thus, when a company decides to hire people, they would not prefer to hire black people due to the security and the reputation of their company. 200 years slavery was a long time, long enough to build up culture among races. History is too hard to ignore. What happens in the past would have long-term influence on us, no matter how hard we try. People cannot ignore the influence those 200 years have brought into this world, and the people cannot ignore the culture that was built during that time. Racial equality has a heavy burden and it embarked on a long road to go, but even if we cannot see it, it would come eventually.